a personal list of words that I just think are either spelled too long or just not spelled right or just need a different spelling in general, because these words, like, sometimes I look at these words and think to myself, what were the people who made these words on? First up, we have the word baloney. What the fuck is this? Baloney? Like, there's a G in the middle of baloney, and there's like an N and an A. At what point, when you say the word baloney, do you pronounce G-N-A? Bologna? That's not how you say it. Boom. Fix the spelling. It's so much easier to make sense of, it's so much easier to grasp, and it flows off the tongue easier. Baloney. Next up, we have asthma. I am so sick of these silent letters in all these words, especially when it comes to the T and the H. There is no reason that it should be spelled asthma. You cannot put those two letters together and not expect me to say asthma. Boom. Fixed it. Literally can be done in 4 letters. Asthma can literally be spelled in 4 letters, and I don't care what anyone says. Even though these words may come off spelled a little bit weird, they're so much better than what they're actually spelled like. Next up, we have Q. This is just one letter with like 4 extra letters attached to the end of it. They're trying to follow along as if they're important. Spoiler alert, they're not that important. Boom. If you really want to add an extra letter, just add 1 more. They can be done in 2 letters. Guys, hire me for the English dictionary. I can do wonders for you all. Next up, we have Konel. I feel like there was some type of innuendo insinuated when this word was created. Colonel. Like, you cannot look at this word and tell me that it doesn't say colonel. Boom, fixed it. I know popcorn kernel is spelled exactly like this, but you know what? Maybe instead of calling people colonel, we should call them popcorn kernels, you know? Because just like in a popcorn bag, they, you know, blow up pretty easily when they're at war. That was really mean. I'm so sorry. Let's move on. Next up, we have immediately. This is one of those words that I have never been able to spell since I was a little kid, and to this day still cannot spell. I have to try like 3 or 4 times before I actually get it right. Way too many M's and way too many E's. A lot of them are very, very unnecessarily placed. Boom, fixed it. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's actually better than what it's normally spelled like. I just took out a few letters and replaced a couple others. It literally looks so much better. You can't tell me this doesn't look better, and when you say the word immediately, you wouldn't know how to spell it right away. It's short, sweet, and to the point, which should be a case for a lot of these words. Next up, we have one of the most popular ones, Wednesday. Look at this word. Just look at it for a second. What the fuck is this? That is not Wednesday. That is Wednesday. Whenever I'm spelling Wednesday, I can't help but say Wednesday in my head because that's the only way I'll be able to spell it. If you were to ask a dyslexic friend to try to spell Wednesday, they wouldn't be able to. Then again, they probably couldn't spell a lot of things. But Wednesday would be one that they would absolutely struggle with. How do I know? Because I still struggle with it to this day. Boom, fixed it. Short and sweet. Just because it's a word in the middle of the week doesn't mean it has to feel any less special than any of the other days of the week. All the other days of the week make sense. Why does Wednesday have to stand out with its stupid Wednesday? Next up, we have Jeopardy. This one is a little bit less complicated. Like, it's fine the way it is, but I still feel like it could use some fixing. Boom. Fixed it. It's like I said, just remove 1 or 2 letters and boom, these words are so much easier to spell. Next up, we have diarrhea. Again, way too many letters, way too many R's and an unnecessarily placed H. Whenever I tell people I have diarrhea, this is not the thing I think of. I just think about having to run to the bathroom and take a quick shit, which is why I don't tell people I have diarrhea and why instead I tell them I have to take a shit. Boom, fixed it. Diarrhea, so much simpler. Why can't we just go throughout life telling people I have to take a shit instead of having to spell this complicated ass word? Next up, we have cupboard. I understand that you put cups in it, but why is it spelled cupboard? There is no reason for it to have the word board in it. It's not a board. It's a shelf. It's a cabinet with a bunch of shelves. Boom. Fixed it. Cupboard, not cupboard. There is no P that is pronounced, and you don't pronounce board. Cupboard. But I should probably have spelled it a little bit different. There's 2 different ways on screen that you could probably spell it. Next up, we have rhythm. Again, another instance where the H is unnecessarily placed and doesn't need to be there because it's a silent letter. I'm so sick of seeing the letter H pop up in these words because it thinks it's so popular. It's not. It needs to get out of here. It needs to stop thinking that it's better than everyone else. Boom, fixed it. Rhythm. You know, we could show the vowels a little bit of love too. H doesn't have to overtake everything. And last but not least, we have the nightmare of my autocorrect filter. Pterodactyl. The reason I have so much pent-up rage for this word is because I have a personal experience with it. One time I was trying to spell Vanoss on my phone and it auto-corrected to pterodactyl. I don't know what made my keyboard think that I was trying to type the word pterodactyl, but I can tell you that that is not what I was trying to type. Why is there a P at the beginning? The P is silent. We don't need silent letters. Why are there so many extra letters? Again, why don't we show the vowels any love and respect when it comes to the English language? Boom! fixed it. It doesn't need to start with a P. It needs to start with the letter that it's actually pronouncing in the beginning. T, pterodactyl. You don't say pterodactyl. Anyway, that's my list of words that I personally think need different spellings. I have a lot of pent-up rage towards English dictionary words, apparently. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And yeah, make sure to check out my upcoming Close to Your Heart mini comic dubs that's coming up in a couple days. So yeah, with that being said, I'm hungry. My stomach is making weird noises that I'm sure the microphone is picking up. And by microphone, I mean the microphone that's off screen, not this. This is a lint roller. I just used it for comedic effect. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Stay awesome.